Hi folks. So, yes, the video last night. Yeah, very, very true. Well, obviously, if you lose yourself, and yeah, you lose yourself, then you lose hope. And losing hope is, that's awful. I mean, if someone comes to that stage, then you've only got a limited amount of time to help that person if they come to that point. And again, if they've lost themselves, if they've got dementia or something like that, then there's nothing you can do. There really isn't, because old people's homes can have games. They can play games. They can try and do things. They can bring doggies in, to make it nice for the older people there. But if you're trapped in a mind where you can't remember who you are, you can't remember your family, your loved ones, you can't remember your husband, you can't remember all that, Jesus Christ. Yeah. It doesn't matter what games they're playing. Come on, you're going to go back to that. If you're going to go back to that, then you have to acknowledge it is always only a matter of time. Yeah, unless you can find a way of them finding themselves. And at the moment, I don't think there's any medication available for that, is it really? Not as yet. It's something that people have been looking at for years. Can we find a way to help reverse the issues with dementia? I don't think they've got there yet. So if you can't help them to find themselves again, But that's the thing about depression. Depression is about a degree of hopelessness, but there's always a degree of hope still, because that's why we continue. As soon as we lose that hope, that's it. We don't continue. Well, not as soon as, but as soon as we lose the hope, we get to a point where the clock is ticking. Hope has to be restored, otherwise, Because it is true, life is difficult. For anybody and for everybody. Most people aren't having a lot of fun in their life, really. They're struggling. Most people are struggling. Certainly, we've all had those times in our lives when we've been struggling. We know that. And so, hope is hope that things will improve somehow. Hope that right decisions will be made to improve the path and improve the journey. Hope that God's going to do something. That's the thing. And it's not just about believing, because that's the point. No, this again, the church is wrong. If any church says it's all about believing, no, they're wrong. You have to see. There has to be fruit. That's the point. There has to be fruit, because the hope is for fruit. If you've got a ton of debt, and basically people will say, if you believe that God can give you money when you need it, then you're okay. You've got hope, and therefore you're fine. Really? Does it help you really if you believe it? No. It helps you really if it works. If God actually does that. If he doesn't do it, then does it really help? Not really, no. You're believing in something you're not seeing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't become a reality. It has to become a reality. Like this whole point of being saved, it has to become a reality. It does. The whole point about being saved, if there's no difference in your life, if you can't see a remarkable difference in your life, then really, what's the point? You believe it, but you're not seeing it. You have to be able to see it. And if you're not seeing it, you've got to go to God and say, what on earth is going on here? You don't give up, but you go to God. And you say, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, I've been believing for all these years and nothing's happened. What's going on? Either I'm believing wrong or there's something blocking this. So, come on. What's going on? Yeah, and of course people in church say, oh, you can't go to God like that. Yeah. That's what relationship is about. If you're in relationship with someone who says all the time, I love you more than you could ever imagine. I love you more than you could ever imagine. And, my pleasure is blessing you. My pleasure is blessing you. And your life feels like cursing. Then, obviously, you go to him. Excuse me? Do you have any pleasure right now? Because if your pleasure is about blessing me, excuse me, does it look like you're blessing me right now? That's fair. Go to God on that. Absolutely go to God on that. You should be. If his word says something and you're testing that and it's not happening, well then his word is not wrong. Something else is wrong. So don't just give up. Don't just skip that and go to something else. Go to God and find out what's wrong and deal with it. Because you might find a solution. That's the point. That's the whole point. And in life, if you keep tripping over something, if you go to God and say, would you mind removing that thing? Then there might be something there, a stick in the way, or quite often like you go in woods like this and you'll have a root, but that root is coming up out the ground and there's the hole between the root and the ground and it trips you up all the time. Okay, if you ask God to deal with that, then okay, he will deal with it. Or there might be a reason he wants you to keep tripping up. There might be something there that he wants you to deal with. So when you go to him, then that issue can be dealt with. And that's the point. The church often says, oh no, you can't go to God. Yeah, as if God is too busy. Excuse me? Yeah. It's supposed to be personal. Yeah, the way that church does it is it's supposed to be a communal relationship with God. No, it's not. It's supposed to be personal. So go and make it personal. Yeah? There you go. I'll leave you to it. You take care. God bless. Enjoy. Go and make it personal. Have a fantastic week. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.